Quick change. Click clack.
All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today's ZZPerformance Power Hour. Today is episode 88.
88.
And today
Who's 88 in NASCAR? I feel like it's somebody special.
Used to be Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Oh, my goodness. Do it for Dale.
Anymore. It might. I don't know.
I don't
follow
know.
it very close.
All right. So today, guys, we're going to be just talking about car wars.
Car wars. Like race wars?
I mean, Eric made the thing of Star Wars. So, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself just to let everyone out there know who you are, ladies and gentlemen.
C, ZZP.
That's right. Who we got over there on that side?
Tyler V.
I'm Al.
That's always Al. And you know your current hostess with the mostest, Ryan D is ZZP.
Bringing you in with the late night radio.
Bringing you with that late night radio voice, ladies and gentlemen. All right, thank you guys for coming to check us out today. So today is just going to be kind of an informal guy, but we're going to kind of talk about what cars are better and worse in some other ways than not.
Ryan is mentally preparing himself.
Yeah, because Eric hates me, and there are literally 3 Ion owners around me, like 3 of them. So, yeah, but you know, like
some of us make bad choices from time to time.
You know, like the girl that's sitting on the couch. I'm not gonna say any specific names. She's sitting on the couch with a bunch of fairly strapping dudes behind her. That's kind of how I feel right now. Yeah, this is not gonna be good for her. You got to answer that, didn't you?
Yeah, he did.
You know what we're talking about?
I know exactly.
Yeah. All right. I saw a few comments about this, so thanks for showing up. See if you William Kish, Arcane Shadow, Ashley Johnson, et cetera, et cetera. We saw a comment earlier. Arcane Shadow said, "Why does it feel like it's going to be me and Al fighting about LSJ versus LNF?" That would be the case usually if it was just me and Al. But see, he has a son on the other side who's going to emotionally abuse me this entire time. So, yeah.
I don't know why he takes it so personally.
I'm just going to punch when Tyler ducks.
I get the little jabs in, and you come in with the hook.
He's going to little jab. And then when I think I'm safe, Bo Cobb's going to smack me in the back. He's like,
Yeah, I'm going to be very level-headed
that could be like our
this.
signature move.
Yep.
Like our version of shake and bake. Like you could get in there with the claws, and I'll be the scorpion coming over the back.
You don't even have to do that. He's just that much shorter than you.
Well, yeah,
I'm not that much shorter. I'm only like 2 inches shorter.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Should we compare this LSJ? Because if we don't, Ryan's going to run on a tangent.
Oh, I'm going to do it. Yes.
On the LNF.
So
I think we should start with LSJ.
Or do we allow the Cobalt to have the LNF to its benefit because it needs it?
I think we should let.
See, it already begins. It's already started.
I think we should let Ryan pick the rules because he's gonna lose anyway.
I will say I am going to use whatever tactics I need and to my benefit at that time.
Okay.
So I'm going to use both LNF and LSJ and LE5 and L61 if I need to. I'll use whatever I got to do.
Well, Ion had LE5 and L61 too.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah,
we'll talk about that. All right, guys. So I'm gonna kind of start things off. Just kind of give us a topic. I'll kind of go down a few topics. So just because it's something that's dear to my heart because I care about how a car looks. What car looked better and had better options? We'll go interior and exterior.
Ooh.
For this.
What are we comparing here?
Okay, we'll break down more. Let's talk about the exterior of the car and its
What car?
both the Ion and the Cobalt.
That's what I was asking. Are we doing like LNF Cobalt versus LSJ Cobalt? Or are we doing
Anyone.
Just Cobalt versus Ion?
Cobalt versus. Well, yeah, because if you want to have the base model Ions on your team, you can egg them.
Nah.
No. Especially the sedans are.
Freaking Xbox Duke steering wheel.
Oh yeah, because I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you've seen it, because I'm already ready in the chamber for a few of my shots. I'm including the 2.2 sedans and 2.4 sedans.
So if anyone watching has not looked up a level 1 Ion, that's what the trim levels were called. Mm-hmm. Level 1 Ion in 03 through maybe 05 came with quite possibly the worst steering wheel ever made.
It was a circular. It looked like this, and then it came up, and it was round, it looked like a little pizza.
Yeah, it had a moon in the center, and then it had some wings, and then it encompassed it like a weird halo.
I feel like when GM was designing this, like all the little people go off and design their parts, and then they have their meeting, and steering wheel guy comes in like
Guys, I have a great idea.
one shoe on, hung over as all hell.
Yeah.
Slaps a picture down of just a dinner plate, and they're like,
What's
"Dude,
this?
really?" And you're like, "Dude, I'm done next week. Like, I don't care."
Yeah.
This is all I got. It's the backside, the raised portion in the center. He's like, "Yep, that's the airbag, and then it's the steering wheel."
Yep, pretty much.
You wanted a wheel to steer. This is it.
So I'll start off.
Okay.
I've owned both. Actually, I've owned 3 different submodels: base model, SS, and Ion Redline. And out of the box, I've always thought that the Ion Redline looked better.
Exterior wise, Ion Redline.
Exterior wise.
See, my main issue, so I think a very specific trim of the Ion Redline looks decent. Stock for stock, the Ions came with 17s versus 18s, which at the time,
Yeah.
17s look really tiny on that car. It looks like, when your son or your daughter draws a little car and they put the wheels that are like that big on it, and then the rest of the car is huge. That's how I feel that the Ion looks.
Well,
stock.
with the wheel gap that it had stock.
That's
Yes.
what I was just sitting here thinking. Like,
the wheel gap,
straight out of the box,
Cobalt's better.
I think the Cobalt's
Yeah.
better as well. Because
I would say it's like a 99% versus a 99.5%. But yes, Cobalt's better. But
Yes.
if you lower them to where they should have came from the factory,
well, we're talking stock. We're keeping an even playing field.
I've just
See, here
always
it goes.
enjoyed the sharp edges of the Ion Redline. The front bumper
Yeah.
was super aggressive, especially in 2004. It was.
It
like,
was.
I know what you're talking
for
about.
an Ion, and it had like an aggressive headlight and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It
Yeah, it
actually
had,
it was pretty.
nice
It was
little
fairly
swoops.
aggressive, but the Cobalt had that more stylish tuner look, and from the
Yeah.
factory and stuff. I even say this. Okay, order of wheels, because we're talking about exterior. In my opinion, the
HHR SS wheels.
no LNF wheels number 1.
Yeah.
HHRSS wheels number 2. But we're not talking about HHR,
Yep.
but LNF wheels,
Yep.
comp
Redline.
Redline wheels.
Yep.
And then throw the rest in the trash. Sorry, guys. I hate stock LSJ.
Stock LSJ wheels are awful.
Like
the
that's
Fat
the
Fives.
the Fat Fives, and then
I
I
kind
don't
of
like
like
the
the chrome ones. I kind of like the chrome ones.
like those on those 7,
They're
like the
not
chrome.
even chrome. They're polished.
They're
They're,
like
like
Yeah.
really
polished,
highly
yeah.
polished. I like
Those,
You like those
I
boys?
don't mind. The
when
problem
Taco
is
on those wheels, I'm like,
the
that's a
problem
nice
is there's
Cobalt.
no good looking sets of those left.
Yeah, you gotta
You
get
see
more.
the ones in the shop right now off that Florida car?
Oh,
they're pretty good.
boy.
Okay.
They're even
Alright.
the 17s off the base model.
Yeah, well, because the base models are the SS NA cars came with the 17s. So
Not true base model.
yeah, close enough. But the
it's a base model with a badge.
yeah, essentially.
Yep.
The but yeah, I hate base model or the base Ion Redline wheels. If it wasn't as a non-comp package one, it's like why are they on
Yeah,
chrome?
the chrome or whatever they called it, but it always looked plasticky.
Yep, it looks super plastic.
Even though they're alloy wheels, they just looked
Like,
like
a plastic chrome hubcap.
Yeah.
yeah, that's always what it looked like. Yeah, for
Whereas when the LNF wheel came out, it was like, oh,
sure. Yeah, it's
that
a
is
good looking wheel.
good.
That's
and it's still to this day.
It is the most desirable wheel on a Delta chassis,
yeah,
hands down.
yeah. I mean,
Hands down.
Mr. Cobb wants some for his HHR.
That's
Yeah.
right.
If anybody's in the Michigan area and has got a nice set of LNF, not even a nice set, I'd take a crappy set.
Yeah, for the HHR. Because, like I said, I mean, point for Cobalt yet again. Exterior-wise, I think the Cobalt just has it,
You
boys and
like
girls.
them over the HHR SS wheels?
I
Yeah.
just want both. It's gonna have summer and winter tires, and I would just like to switch it up when I do that.
Well, no, like,
Okay.
like look at, we haven't shop HR called Rowdy. Rowdy looks very good.
And that's got
That's
LNF wheels.
that's
Yeah.
LNF wheels.
I think
I like the HHR wheels on Ions better than I like them on HHRs.
I have actually, I will admit, I've never seen HHR wheels on Ion.
they do look a lot better on a Cobalt or an Ion versus the HHR.
Just
Like,
'cause
when
the
I-
HHR looks bad.
When I
I'm sorry.
park-
My opinion.
my blue car next to Erica's and they both had the same wheels, it's like, oh, they look like they belong on the Cobalt. On
Yeah.
the HHR, it's like,
Okay.
It's like you put
good wheel.
nice wheels on the HHR.
yeah,
I do. I will say, there is one wheel I still like over the LSS.
oh yeah, you
wheels.
like those weird.
So GM for a few years came with these GMPP Cobalt wheels, and the OGs know about them.
Yeah.
There's these weird looking wheels.
I've completely forgot about
Yeah.
those.
yeah,
I think those are still better than the stock LSJ wheels.
yeah, I would say they're
It's
better
been
than.
so long I can't even picture them.
They're
They-
like the little lobster claw.
yeah, they have like two little lobster claws that go up and they come out and they go up.
It's a 5-spoke.
So I can
They
find
came
it
in
quick.
chrome. They were a cool factory wheel. One thing that I totally forgot about, the G5 GT stock wheels were pretty nice.
They were pretty nice,
They
but
were a 5-spoke. They were a little skinny in the center, but they were a good-looking wheel.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
they were all right.
I can use the G5s for my opinion, for my benefit too. You gonna learn today.
Man, do they sell reps now?
No, we don't talk about reps in here, sir.
LNF reps?
No, that doesn't
LNF
exist.
reps.
Don't talk about those. Those are ones. Those are better than ion wheels.
All right.
Hard pass.
Yeah.
Moving on from the wheels, we'll just bring it on up.
Yeah.
Well, exterior-wise, so in my opinion, the ion has a weird center. It's like it has a really good face and a really good butt, but its center's weird because it like kind of comes up and just kind of falls. I don't like it.
Yeah. The one thing I never liked about the Ion was the side skirts came out.
Yeah.
They just looked tacked on.
Yep.
Whereas the Cobalt one kind of flows a little bit better.
Yeah.
I will say I also think the Ion's rear end looks better than a Cobalt.
I can.
When new.
When new.
That's a tough one. Really.
That is
You're
kind of a
really
tough one.
diving in full ion.
I told you that's why.
I've just always been a Saturn guy.
Yeah.
I like the ion base rear bumper best. That's why I've had one on my car for like the past 8 years.
And see, the ion redline bumper is a little better, just a little slats. Like the only time, in my opinion, that like for instance, when the 07 they came with like the low mount wing, I thought I think the ion wings are in a stupid place. The little low mount circle, like humpy
yeah,
wing.
that's-
Oh,
that
no
one.
one likes those.
Yeah, that's
No.
dumb.
the low one?
Yeah, the
That's
low one.
way too far forward. on
Yeah,
the
it's
trunk.
way too far forward on the trunk.
So
Yeah.
when I had my Ion, the one I bought from Tyler,
Yeah.
I'm like, this spoiler has to change.
Yes.
So I pulled the spoiler off. I wrapped the whole trunk carbon fiber, and I moved the spoiler, the front bolt holes, to
Right.
the rear bolt holes.
Yes.
Completely changed
It's
how it
completely
looked.
changed.
Oh, it was the.
I remember that he did that now. Yeah, yeah.
And I had a couple guys ask me, man, what spoiler is that? And I'm like, haha.
Stock one that he moved back.
Yeah.
What I
OEM
wanted you to
plus.
ask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that was actually a good move. That made it look way better.
I
but like
tried to make a Cobalt low rise work, and the curve is just
the curve. It's too much for curve.
Yeah, the Redline
It's
trunk is
square.
flat.
It's
Yeah.
flat,
And,
square.
If you were straight from the back, it looked good.
Everywhere
Or
else probably
straight
looked bad.
from the side, it looked good. But as soon as you got to an angle, you could see how the wing curved in a lot, and the trunk was still flat across the bed, and it
Yep.
looked terrible.
But the ion comp wing looks good.
Pretty dang good.
The ion comp wing with the so the ion red line with the comp wing looks good from the rear.
Yeah.
However, you have your LSJs and LNFs. They look good with low rise and high rise wings or wingless.
Yep,
Ions do
wingless.
not look good wingless. They look upside down bathtubs.
I'm
like-
team wingless on any Delta car.
No.
The wingless
Yeah.
look isn't horrible.
It's too.
The
it's-
Cobalt does it well.
The Cobalt is the only
I
one
would-
that remotely does it well in my
Like
opinion.
you gotta have it low, and it looks pretty minty.
Well, yeah, low with like nothing above. I mean, that's the classic low pancake look. So that
Yeah.
you get away with that. But like everywhere else, like it doesn't like this wingless doesn't look good.
From a design standpoint, though, I think the greenhouse of the Ion Redline was a little more aggressive. The Cobalt is really bubbly, whereas the Ion has a little more of a sweep.
No, I think
to
the
it.
Cobalt's more sweepy than the Ion
Really?
is. It's like Ion's like bloop bloop, they bloop bloop bloop. It's like that.
I think Ryan gets
Well, no,
his brain starts hurting as soon as you get to the quad door.
Yeah, the quad door. Well, see,
the Cobalt does have a steeper windshield angle. I know that.
Oh, well,
See?
then I'm wrong. I'm just made
no,
this all
like,
up.
like more vertical.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Then see,
steeper
see, I'm-
angle?
I'm
Yeah.
right.
does it?
I'm right.
Definitely feels like it when you sit in it. When you sit
yeah.
in an Ion,
Really?
I measured all this stuff when I was doing cage stuff.
I guess I can take that, but I don't know. Like it just maybe it's the back window because the Cobalt back window is this big thing and it kind of it feels like fastbacky to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does
Versus-
taper down a
definitely
little more
very
gradually.
fastbacky.
Yeah,
what a
versus the
great
Ion
thing.
is just like rear window.
Yeah.
So, but that's
Apparently, it's decently aerodynamic though.
well, yeah. Well, Cobalts and Ions actually, I think they have the same drag coefficient. I think the exact same.
The Cobalt does look 5 years newer to me.
Oh, it does.
It does.
It does. Yeah.
It definitely.
Inside, outside, probably too. Just overall, looks like a newer car.
Like if you told me that the Cobalt came out in 05 and the Ion Redline came out in 04 and I didn't know anything, I'd say you were lying.
yeah.
Because the Ion definitely looks
99.
older, tuner car-y,
Yeah.
whereas the Cobalt looks a little more like a modern car.
Yeah, well, that's what Saturn's one of their main downfalls were. Like past 05 they got better, but most of Saturns they look really dated all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like even in 2002 and 2003, all that you can take a 99 or 97 Saturn and it looks the same as a 2005, and you're like, those are your people.
Yep.
That's your team.
Exteriorly, on the exterior though, I just love the fact that the Ion doesn't show any rust.
Yeah.
It's freaking plastic, of
It's
course.
so great.
You can't deny it, though.
Like
can.
you're never gonna have a fender that bubbles on you.
Nope. Look at Matt Telder's car. That thing looks
Flawless.
fine.
Thank you, Matt. Like you, but no.
Flawless is a stretch.
Yeah.
I was being sarcastic.
But there's no rust. And
There's
then
no
you get
rust?
underneath and it's like, oh, God.
Oh yeah,
Oh, boy.
yeah, no.
But when you mentioned on it earlier, Ion Redline headlights 100% though.
Oh yeah.
Way better than the Cobalt.
The install and removal of them is
oh
better.
yeah, okay.
The look is
I'm
better.
This
Not,
friggin'
I'm not even
thing.
gonna-
There's no fighting that.
I'm
one.
like I can't even fight it because when I did it, so I've never taken out Iron Redline headlights out until I was helping Al work on his car over the winter, and then he said, "Hey, just lift those." I'm like, "What?" And then I got like visibly angry. I got mad. I'm like, "Why?"
Mike was shaking.
Yeah, like why is this like this? Why doesn't everyone do this?
Yeah, and then the Cobalt, you got to get the bottom tab in, and you got to get it around the bumper, and then it's never aligned right. And,
No, it's like I.
Tighten the 10 mil down too hard and that cracks.
It cracks. Oh my god! I can't.
Yeah, it's bad.
I cannot deny the superiority of Ion headlight removal and then fitment. Like
Right.
it slides in there. The Cobalt ones, they never
they
fit.
never fit right.
They never fit right twice. You put them in once and you're lucky. And you get really excited if you do it lucky right the one time. But other
The
than
doors? Is that what you're going for?
No.
Oh.
that, what do you got?
I was just since we're on such an Ion win with the headlight
Yeah, that's
and
a big
the no
one.
rust. They didn't put the dash in the right pot.
Oh yeah.
Not put the cluster. In the
Oh
right
yeah. If
spot.
we're going interior, I mean, I
Yeah.
have to
And
go.
okay, let me continue
I
on the
disagree.
cluster. Okay, that's fine. Let's put it over here. This is cool.
Get you.
This is like innovative. This is futuristic.
No, it's not.
But the effing tack is on the wrong side.
That's the only bad part.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, good thing I can see the gas gauge right there. Let me go all the way over here for
Let
the
me-
tack.
Let me check my passenger mirror while I look
Yeah.
when to
Oh,
shift.
you're like,
If they had just swapped the gas and coolant in the
Tack. it would be
That's-
acceptable.
That's
fine.
another thing. How did they get all the way done with that car and somebody didn't go, you couldn't have just reversed those? No one at GM
Yeah.
said just move them.
Not
This is
one
why-
person on that project drove a manual.
This
No.
this
yeah.
is why Saturn is going down. I'm just saying. But
yeah.
okay.
You can get used to it.
You
You
can.
can. But even I haven't
Nope.
driven an Ion in a while, and I took one around the block the other day, and I'm like,
Yeah, you're like you're looking over here when you're supposed to be looking over there.
Oh,
Well-
see, I jumped into Toki's car and it felt like home.
Yeah, because you're an Ion guy and your face is facing the wrong way. Your face is just born the wrong way.
I don't even know what that means, but I like it.
'Cause
I do like it in the center because it gives you kind of
It's
a
great
more
for nighttime driving.
open.
that's
it is.
the only
yeah.
thing is good. But even the Cobalt one isn't bad for nighttime driving because you know what else? It sucks for daytime, and then when you're in front of it, it feels like there's something missing. Like when you sit there, you're like, what the heck? And that's why even you and your car, when you're fuel tech, you didn't put it back in the center, did you? You put it
Oh.
right in front of you using an L&F dash.
Because it's small.
don't
It
tell
doesn't
the people
matter.
that.
No,
That was the only reason.
It don't matter.
It's that big.
No.
I couldn't put it over
No, go ahead.
You'd
put it over
never
there.
be able to see it.
No, yeah, I wonder why. Because it's in the wrong spot in the car.
Let me get my
Yeah,
readers on.
it's terrible for aftermarket. I'll give it that.
Yeah, it sucks. It's the worst.
You know
Well-
what else puts a dash over there is Priuses.
And Mini Coopers, they're in the center.
What's
But
the deal with the freaking 1984 clock in the Mini Coopers?
We're not talking about Mini Coopers.
like just the analog clock.
Yeah.
Hey, we're
I
not
don't
talking
know.
about Mini Coopers right
They
now.
still put those in Cadillacs. It's
Cadillac
fancy.
and Chrysler.
It-
loves
yeah.
to do that.
Proportions do it
That's
too.
exactly what I think when I see a Mini Cooper driver. You're fancy.
Well, it's a Porsche thing. Whatever.
Okay, but on the tack thing, you don't even need to pay attention to it because it's so slow on a red line that you just gotta go
And
by.
If you had
feel.
the comp, you have a ladder tack.
Ooh, ladder tack is a
okay.
good point. For,
I'm gonna. What I love about this, I'm gonna use an Al quote. Yeah, after you start making any more power, you just get rid of the last because it doesn't work right.
well,
Well, see. See what the problem is we was talking about stock cars.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, we're talking about stock cars. The RPD is still better than it.
Yeah, the RPD is
The
pretty
RPD is
sweet.
way
Yeah, but
better.
you got to look all the way over to the left.
No, you don't. No, you
It's
don't.
right there.
No,
in the
you
center.
don't.
It's right where you need
No,
it to
no.
be.
If you're looking straight, you can see it right here.
That's eyes off the road.
No, it's not. Your eyes are on the road right here because the RPD comes over like 7 inches. It's like right here. Don't
Yeah,
know.
RPD is up in your
RPDs are
face.
cool.
The RPD is the
Cool
it's the champion.
interface.
I wouldn't know what 7 inches is.
Well, we know that too.
Oh.
So, and also my little shot against it. While the Ion red lines all came with Recalls in the 3 out of the 4 years, they in the first few years they were all blue, no matter what color car.
Yeah.
That was real bad.
Yeah.
Real bad
That was
move.
real bad.
I'd like to hit that person.
Especially when
when you got a red 04 or 05 with blue
and the blue
seats.
seats.
It's like, what in the America?
Yeah.
and especially in 05, the Cobalt got the gray ones.
They in 05,
They had the
there were
technology.
Yeah.
3 different colors that the the 4 different colors that the LSJ Cobalts came with interior. You
Oh,
had
yeah,
your,
yeah.
your red, your blue, your yellow, and then your Recalls. Actually 5 with black too.
I hate the full LSJ colored interior.
Oh, it's the
It-
greatest thing.
The
Blue
the
on blue is
seats.
rough.
Oh, it's
and-
so sweet.
Yellow on yellow. Is
Oh,
Dude.
yellow.
That was my dream. I wanted, you guys have heard this. I don't know if our viewers have. I had a PDF. I wanted a 06 specific rally yellow with yellow interior. I didn't, at a dealership local to me, I wouldn't. There was a G85 LSJ, a yellow LSJ
With the
G85
Recaros.
with Recaros. I'm like, these things look stupid. I don't want to take these. I want the
I
yellow.
want the
ones.
yellow
I want the
seats.
yellow with the yellow ones. Yeah, I didn't know at the time. Like, man, do I want the LSD? Nah, I don't be worth it. I want the yellow interior.
Yeah.
The color match interior was so sweet because no other cars are doing it. And at that point, that's the Fast and Furious days, and you wanted your color match interior. It was
I
sweet.
would still go for a set of blue door panels, though. On
Yes,
my
you
car.
would.
That would be cool.
They're
But
sweet.
the matching seats, that was too much.
No,
They weren't good seats.
Oh,
No.
they were awful seats.
no, LSJ. Like, sorry, I can pick it up with LNF seats, but the LSJ Cobalt seats. Sorry, guys, those stock seats are
The leather
bad.
ones.
That's why I
not
donated
good.
my stock Recaros to the taco car because
Yeah.
the color
so
match
bad.
seats are so terrible.
Yeah, they don't hold you. They looked cool.
They were so slippery.
They were just like
They
for,
wore out insanely fast.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did.
The center always feels higher than the bolstering to
Yep.
me.
Yeah, it
so
does.
like if you get off the center of the seat, you're like, whoop, go off
Yeah.
the seat.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to balance on the seat
Yeah.
while
Yeah.
you're turning.
The
Yeah.
bolstering doesn't grab you.
Yeah.
Your hips.
See now, so on my LSJ, I had a silver LSJ with a red interior, and eventually I learned to like it, but it wasn't my first choice. It was not my first choice. Like, but you know, it had the red door. I thought, then I said, oh, red's kind of cool. Red's kind of classy. You know, and I like red stuff. So, but I don't know.
My vote, though, for overall interior goes to Cobalt.
Yep. Cobalt.
Again,
wins
it's just
hard.
more modern.
Yep.
I did always like the bezel around the HVAC that the Ion has,
I'll give that one to him.
Mm-hmm.
especially because the Cobalt
It's a little more molded.
dash is so
It's square.
square
It's a
and
square,
blocky. It's
yeah.
just like, here's your center, bars, dash.
Yeah.
You know, it was very utilitarian.
Yeah, it's super. It was very economy based. You know, car.
Whereas the Ion looked like there was a little more
thought
behind
Yeah.
it. The air vents were always weird in the Ion.
You're gonna say the little
The
ball things,
ball.
yeah.
And they weren't even the cool ones that the Grand Am had that you could put the air on and spin them and it would keep them going forever.
Yeah, no.
The thing,
What the
Vietnam
Pontiac
War
are they
choppers?
talking about?
you never seen that?
No.
They sound like a helicopter. They sound like they're straight out of some Forrest Gump stuff.
Yeah.
You turn the thing on high, you close all the other ones, and you flip one of them, and it just.
Especially when somebody had it in like late high school, early college, and the cars were already 10 years old, so they were really loose.
Okay, we're going to show you this video
Oh my
after
God.
the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh Jesus.
I wonder if I could get the GXP to do it.
Does that have the spinny
Does that
vents?
spin-
Yeah,
do-
they'll spin all the way
I
around.
guarantee
Yeah.
you those vents gave some
Oh.
old dudes flashbacks. It's that close to the sound of the
I'm a
chopper.
nom.
What?
You're going to do that thing where you put your hands on your head and your eyes get real big when you hear this sound.
Yep.
Okay.
It's interesting.
All right. So, for moving on from the interiors, engine bay.
Wait,
I
wait, wait.
think-
What?
We
Yeah,
haven't
weren't done
covered
yet.
one of the Ion's best points.
What?
The doors.
Yeah,
Oh, the
he
doors?
was trying not to.
Yeah, I was trying to move on from it. So I'm trying to give you
It's
that.
it's
It's
the
the
perfect
best.
combo.
It
Or
is. It's
you can have a Cobalt sedan.
No.
No.
No, Ion Quad Coupe is better than Cobalt Sedan.
Yeah.
No.
is so
no.
good.
Because
the
when you
only
open-
reason If you have like a kid, you got to get stuff in the back seat. That's the only way. It's better.
Which I did.
Yeah.
I used to open
And
mine
you
all the
do
time
now.
just to get stuff in and out.
Yeah.
There's no
And
B-pillar.
it's so much better than a sedan, because a sedan, you open your driver door, then you got to open the passenger door, walk around.
It was
get in the
almost
back seat.
2002
To be
aftermarket.
fair, the back seat's way cooler too because it's
Yeah.
the
It doesn't have
separate
the center.
buckets.
Yeah.
It is two little
Buckets,
cockpity.
baby.
Oh yeah.
No, and I say the quad coupe. There's just
And there
like,
was cup holders.
Yep.
it's like,
the passengers.
I just want to be a suicide door car. No, it's fucking.
No,
excuse me.
no.
It's dumb.
Look, I had a 4-point roll bar in my car, and I could still get the kids' car seats in and out, no issues.
Yeah, if I had a sedan Cobalt, I could have done the same thing.
If you had a sedan, I'm not gonna say what I was.
What's cool too is for some reason I've never seen one of those doors break in any way. Like
I'll give that. I haven't seen one break.
Like,
I haven't seen a Cobalt door break.
you know,
either,
like
though.
Chevy trucks of that era, the rear doors never want to work.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But like the
extended
I've
cabs.
never seen a Saturn where you grab it and it doesn't open,
Plus, Ions had a better side crash rating than Cobalt's
which is nuts.
because of the overlaid. It's two B
Yeah, it's
pillars.
two B pillars overlay. Which I mean, Cobalt did have like a 19-foot, driver door, door on the side. So I mean, oh yeah, no hammock. Let's talk about what's had the better stock sound system. Give it to Cobalt's, yeah, because Pioneer, baby.
You guys have sound in your cars.
You did at 1.2, homeboy.
I got rid of that
No,
crap
you-
a long time ago.
Yeah, now when you had your Ryland and stuff, when you were babies, you still had a sound system in your car.
Nah,
You didn't have you took the sound system out at that point.
she listened to the turbo.
Oh, poor girl.
It was gone before she was born.
What?
She listened to the turbo.
You saw my one friend. I had one friend in high school. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna buy this, Hiker Integra." I'm like, "We got a car's piece of crap. It's like $500." It's like, dude, this car doesn't look like a good car. It doesn't even have a radio in it. He's like, "I don't need that. I can listen to the screaming sound of my B16." That's what you sound like when you say that. Listen to my turbo. Shut up, Al.
I mean, it was a nice turbo.
Cost more than that.
Did the Ion never have a sub option?
Nope, not to my knowledge.
But
Nah.
there was a premium sound.
There was
for
a
the
premium sound,
Ion
but
Red
I
Line.
mean, I had head unit and subs and all the speakers and everything in it at one point, and then it was just
You know what's really great is when you wire your wideband trigger wire.
and then the radio doesn't work because it goes wee.
Oh
As
my
you go down
God.
the road. I never figured it out. And I just
Oh
sold it.
my
I was like, yeah, there you go.
I never figured it out either.
And then finally Ryan did.
Ryan, third ZZP owner, figured it out.
Oh my God.
I just had it add a fused into the wrong
Oh
fuse,
my
I guess.
God, this guy. Ion owners.
Yep.
God dang Ion. Okay, fine. All right. The whole quad coupe thing, I just don't understand. It just seems like a half.
Because you've never lived with it.
Yeah, I don't want to.
yeah.
I'm good.
Once you go to get groceries one day and you just got to whip that door open and put them in there.
It's pretty.
You put your groceries in the back seat?
Yeah.
What? Never in any car have I ever put groceries. It's always
Because
the
then
trunk.
you put it in the seat and then it doesn't roll around because you put it in the trunk and it goes
or you,
everywhere.
you just drive a little carefully. You pack it in there good. And it
no,
doesn't
race
do it.
car's race car.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Ugh.
use trunk for anything
It-
either.
What? Oh, yeah.
Not a
But,
trunk user.
oh, my God. What is wrong with you people?
Yeah. No, not a trunk user.
Everyone who's on
generally.
Ion doesn't like trunks. Y'all are weird. I don't like it.
I mean, I like trunks. But I digress.
Engine bay. Cobalt wins.
Excuse me.
Hey, nice strut draw. Nice little, paper mache little strut towers guy.
Fair.
Yeah, that wasn't a
Fair
good
point.
point.
It comes off.
It still looks the same underneath it, home guy.
No,
it is
they
a
look
terrible
nipped
top hat
underneath.
design.
Yeah.
Top hat sucks on the Ions.
Yeah.
And it's Ion only. Let's make everything the same except for the top hats.
Yeah, that was a
silly.
fail.
Yeah. So,
That's again a thing within GM. No one communicated. They came out with Cobalt and they're like, "Oh, sweet, we have this, nice strut design."
Yep.
And Saturn's just like, "Yep, let's keep doing this."
yep, just like it's this weird one little boat thing at the top, little paper mache looking thing up here. Let's go. Granted, the engine bay size, I mean, they're a little wider, I guess. So it looks like there's more. It feels like there's more room in there at least.
Yeah, the Ion is a little bit wider. You do have a little more space.
But yeah, the
Although isn't the crash bar a little closer to the
yes,
the
Yeah.
blower?
I don't know, the Ion,
No,
the
the
Ion.
Cobalts are closer on the crash bar.
Oh yeah, okay.
Ions
I knew
have,
it was
like,
one
up
way or
front.
the other.
Ions have 3 inches more up front.
Oh, okay,
Dang, that's a lot.
I do know 3 inches.
you know 3 inches as well. All I'm saying is that the Ion engine bay, no matter what, even if they're clean, they don't look good. Like a clean Ion engine bay does not look good.
No, No, they're
They're
definitely
all
some good
black.
ones.
They're all black and dusty looking.
I
Like,
actually love the fact that they're black. The black engine
Ugh.
bay on like a red car. I'm like,
Ugh.
that's cool.
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Okay. On engine bays, and this isn't specifically Ion versus Cobalt, but the blower always looks better. An
No.
LSJ
Yeah.
is a better looking engine than the LNF.
Yep.
Less wires, less knobby things, less.
Okay, I'm going to take a page from Al's book. Stock for stock, what's faster? You got 50 more
I
horse than
don't
one.
care. I'm not talking about fast. I'm talking about looks.
And it's not so click-clacky.
Hey,
Well,
DI has the
idling-
future. DI has the future. You
idling LNF.
freaking. Hey, listen.
Yeah, that's why manufacturers are going back to DI and PI.
Hey, guess what? DI's still there, homeboy.
That's true.
Yeah, DI's still
That's
there.
true.
Guess what? They didn't go all the way back.
But
Now-
from just looking at a stock engine, the LSJ had this nice little injector cover, and it had the coil cover,
The only-
and it had the nice
we're not talking
blower.
about LSJ versus LNF today. Quick, get off your thing.
Yeah, because
Now
that is
you're
a
not-
win for the Cobalt, too.
Yeah, I know, it's both.
I'm going to win the Cobalt. Yeah, but no. We're not
I
fighting about that.
just needed to get a
Yeah,
little
he's
jab in
trying-
there.
He's trying to get me
I got a
right
good
now.
one. You cannot fit a stealth heat exchanger in an Ion.
Yeah, that's a win for Cobalt.
And we all know how important that is.
That's the Ion's fault?
Yep.
No.
that's our fault.
That's Radiator Guy's fault.
Yeah, radiator guy. Why didn't you ever make one?
Yeah. All right. So
we are working on one.
So suspension we talked about. We talked about the exterior. Talked about the interior. Talked about the engine bay. What else we got in here for these cars? I mean, we talked about how shitty the Ion interior is and how shitty it will continue to be. Weight-wise, we found out that Cobalts are lighter than Ions too.
Oh, yeah, we knew that.
Yeah.
That is a bummer.
It was a thing that people passed around for years that the Ion was lighter because it was plastic, but there's still metal under the doors.
You take all the plastic off, there's metal everywhere.
Yep.
Yep. And
And mine's all getting cut out this winter.
That'd be cool.
Jesus Christ, man. So I don't know. So far, all I'm saying is.
Okay, so on your who's faster in the half mile? An Ion Red Line or a Cobalt SS?
Cobalt SS. Two-tone Cobalt still has the record, homeboy.
That is running today.
No, you can don't move that goalpost, home guy.
Oh, I
Don't-
shifted it.
Don't you shift that
Complete-
goalpost?
How fast
Not-
did a two-tone go?
Two-tone went 176.
174.
Oh, my
It-
bad.
An L?
Two-tone has a slip that
That-
says
yes.
174.
Uh-huh.
Whether it went 174 is a different question.
Multiple cars
No
around
one-
it.
no
went
one
the-
knows.
Multiple cars around it went the same, and it was faster.
You say so.
Hey, just because Iron can't keep up with it yet.
Man,
At least
that
it
is-
was an LSJ.
At least.
Oh, no. We're not doing that. Not
And
today,
we're back
homeboy.
to the
We are.
game.
No, we're not doing that today.
We doing that.
No, we're not. No, we're
Do you
not.
have any idea how many tangents you've hit so far this podcast?
That's okay. I'm winning this one.
Widowson does bring up a good point. The Cobalt does win in the steering wheel department.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, 100%.
all the steering wheel, because you have the biggest cripple in your whole thing because you have the 04 base model steering wheel in your lineup.
03.
Whatever. It's 04 and 04. 04
That's
Yeah.
not my team.
Yeah, it's your team.
Nah.
No, it's
No.
your team.
No.
That is all you, homeboy. That's it. That's all you. If I got to accept base model 2 guys, you accepting you.
You got to take the HHRs too.
Deal. They have better steering wheel.
Taking the HHRs is not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. Because utility wise, your quad coupe was out the door because
Yeah, that's
HHR
true.
is better utility. Fight me.
Yeah, but Quad Cube's better utility than the Cobalt.
Okay, well, so we'll bounce out, so we win.
Arcane, yes, we're working on stealth for Ion.
Yeah, so steering wheel better, 07 plus
Just
Cobalt
10
wins all
years
day.
late.
Well, if we want to dive into that topic at all, we can't use the Cobalt stealth. It'll have to be a specific Ion stealth. The Ion just does not have enough room.
Yeah.
We recently installed a stealth in a customer car, and there was many cutting required.
Yeah, and you got to move
Yeah.
the hood latch and
Do not
Yep.
recommend.
Oh,
No hood latch.
Noah Hammock is. I mean, I could go off on that tangent, but I'll just let you read it, and I'll just every LNF guy gloats about the same thing, and I will be on that team. Right there.
It would have been cool to see what an Ion would do,
Would've been
or
slower.
an LSJ.
It would have been slower.
Well, the intercooler pump wouldn't have been working, so it
Nope,
wouldn't have been
sure
good.
it wouldn't that. So
They
what?
get,
Like,
they
well,
get
I
1
mean-
mile in.
I see what he was trying to do, but you can't compare it if it never
If
happened.
it never did.
Yeah, because it wouldn't. It would. There's no way it would have been faster.
Oh, so now
Oh,
you're
no,
just
no.
gonna make up what would have happened with absolutely zero data to back it up.
Oh yeah. I mean, you did you guys over there? Oh, hey, which one's
No,
faster?
because when
Oh,
I say
okay.
things,
Here
I'm
we-
actually usually right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Cobalt wins in breaks too.
Oh,
Yeah,
we got Brimbos. We got the Brembo brakes. What do you want, homeboy?
If Saturn would have survived though,
this entire thing is so skewed from the beginning.
yeah, because
Fantastic.
Cobalt was a later car.
Either we compare LSJs only,
Nope.
or we compare the engines.
Nope.
That is the only way this makes sense. Nope. He's going back and forth between those two options based on which suits his point better.
Didn't I just tell you I'm going to use everything in my arsenal to get this over?
I know. I'm just making sure that we all understand that, so
That's
we
fine.
realize that even if you win, you lose.
No. It's not losing because it's all that matters at the end is that W.
You've already lost.
Nope.
Sebastian says he has a stealth in his ion and he didn't have to cut anything. How low
Maybe
does it
in
hang?
the trunk.
Wow.
Noah Hammock, what does an ion run at the Nürburgring in Forza 4?
But it's an 03 base.
Terrible steering wheel. Also, all right, how about this? It goes across all things. Color choices.
Well, Cobalt because it had more than 4.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what are you gonna say, Al? Like you look like you're gonna say something.
Nah, my opinion's not relevant to this question. I don't give a crap.
Oh, once you start losing, you don't care anymore. Ah.
You're the one that talks about me not caring about looks.
This is a personal choice,
is
though.
what I'm
The
talking about.
electric blue on the ion was better than any color that
The
ever
electric blue on the iron?
Mhm.
Which one was that one?
I'm a sucker
came.
for that
The
blue.
bright blue,
Nah, I like the dark blue one.
Oh, dang.
I forget what it's even called, but they were really
imperial
rare.
blue.
Not imperial.
No, he's talking about
the
the dark.
third dark blue.
Oh,
They were mostly in
There are
Canada.
like 7 Delta
Yes.
chassis blues. They don't make any of them
Yeah.
make sense.
I also liked that, and this is weird, but I always liked that puke green that the ion-based
I've
models
heard
came
you
in.
say that before, and you clearly have never changed a diaper.
No, I don't have children. It's great.
Nah,
Yeah.
that color is no.
I always wanted a matching ion and View Redline because the View Redline came in that in the first year.
I'll say this. I saw a really clean one at one point in time, and I was like, that's a pretty unique color. Like, it was actually pretty cool. I don't mind it.
Yeah, you said that's a unique color, not wow, that looks good.
Yeah.
I guess. But I don't.
Ion could have used
Tyler,
more
you-
colors than 4.
Tyler, you know how you catch a unique rabbit?
A what?
A unique rabbit?
What is that?
How do you catch a unique rabbit?
He said, how is that?
Unique up on it.
Oh.
So you stopped winning, so now you got to win in that way. Stupid dad joke.
Anyway.
So, yeah, I don't know. All right, you know what? Fine. You know, we'll give people one. Let's do some LNF versus LSJ talking right now. Let's do some of that, homeboys. So I'm ready.
Ryan is a politician.
What you got? You got to say. You got to do what you got to do. Who said that?
I don't know.
Somebody said that?
Chili red is boring.
Oh, Mike Alfieri, Ryan the politician. You're right. You dang right, Mike. We winning. Team Cobalt's winning.
Sunrise. Oh, no. The orange Cobalt was the worst color it came in.
Nah, yellow was worst.
No, you're wrong.
Ah,
Sun-
yeah.
The orange is really nice. We just don't see nice ones around.
Yes, true.
Yeah, that's
Sunburst
true.
orange metallic was not a bad color. Like GM did a lot of that color in like the 07 era. They did on the Avalanche, on the Grand Prix. They did
Yeah.
they did a lot of that color, but it's not a bad color.
It's a color that seemed to age poorly.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But if you see one that's like good, good kept up on, like if Bo, you give that car to Bo and he buff it, or Tyler, and you buff it and do all the stuff, it looks a really good
Yeah,
looking
like
color.
I don't know if the clear they used was a different quality or something, but it seems to get like
It
very
fades.
Really
faded
hazy.
and
Yeah,
satiny.
it gets faded, but also it showed up worse than like black cars do.
It's
For some
So
reason.
like any candy paint job, if it's in the sun, like long at all, fades
It'll
out
fade,
quick.
yeah.
Like if you have a true candy paint job, you got to park it inside, and it's probably related to that fading, not actually the clear. I've always thought it would be really nice to build an actual nice orange LSJ car because you just don't see them.
yeah.
You just never see like a.
No, you don't see any nice ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have one around here, and it's a. I hope the owner's watching. He knows what I'll say. I'll say it to his face. That thing is an S box. but I've told him to his face. I'm not.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Well, hey, at least he's got a new wheel bearing today.
Yeah. All I'm saying is he can make it nice. He can easily have that one. He already has the ability to do it. But anyway, that's a different topic.
Yeah.
That's a different topic. But all right.
So before you get on that tangent,
Mm-hmm.
what was everyone's favorite color in either the Ion or the Cobalt?
Ooh. Go ahead. I'll let you go ahead, Bo.
Well, I think for both, black wins for me. As generic of an answer that is, when it comes down to it, I would prefer, well, either way, as far as looks go. The black looks best on both.
I can see that. I will give. I don't really like black cars, but there is something very beautiful about a black car that's just been waxed.
Oh,
like
yeah.
You go out for like a night cruise, this cleaned up real nice. There's something about that.
It's so much maintenance.
It would have
though.
been really cool if they did a white red line.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Yes.
couple dudes who have white red lines floating around,
They're really
that
nice.
is a good color on a red line.
Factory color. Summon white wins for the Cobalt. 100% hands down. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Summon white over everything on this absolute planet. It's the most obnoxious, best looking color on the planet for it. Shut up, Al. For the Ions, I'm actually going to say it's actually the silver.
Oh,
I really like the Ion. Like
I
a
don't like
clean
the silver
Ion
at all.
silver with the comp wheels was actually a very good looking car to me. I actually like that car. So
I'm not answering this question.
That's fair.
why? Al. Sorry, everyone. Side tangent. I've been working on Al for many years now, and I'm going to continue to work on him for the rest of my life, probably, because I'm going to know this guy a long time. My son calls him Uncle Al, everything, and still to this day, Al, having a clean and nice car is not exclusive to also having a fast car.
You misunderstand. I have a very, very strong opinion on this, but I'm not speaking it out loud on this podcast.
This is a totally different subject.
No.
Huh.
Because if I said it out loud, I'd have to agree with you. And that's not happening.
going on?
What?
Next topic.
No, you gotta say it now.
No.
You said
what do you
he'd
mean?
have to agree with
No,
you.
no, Bo covered it. We're good.
Electric
Oh,
blue and
probably-
rival blue.
Probably the black car. Okay, all right, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay,
Fair
fine. Of all these cars, the best looking from the factory was the white LNF.
Yeah. Well,
Came
white
right out of
LNF
his
is
mouth.
good.
That felt real
You
good.
understand how much that hurt.
That felt real good.
Soak it in, because that's all you're getting.
Oh.
It's like he went to the therapist and she finally broke through for 1 millisecond, and he's like, "Fine." Spilled his guts, and then okay, I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm gone.
That felt good. Okay.
Next topic.
So you say, because both cars came in like 6. Well, the Ion came in one blue, but the other came like a bazillion blue. So which one you like?
Electric blue in the
in
Ion,
the Ion, right?
and a rival blue in the Cobalt.
Do you like specifically a rival blue over the blue,
Yeah, oh.
some blue, whatever?
Laser
metallic?
blue metallic. Yeah, a rival
I think
blue
I
is
liked
way better.
the electric blue was the least because it was the most abundant. I don't really have a
Was it
better
the
answer
most
than that.
abundant?
Yeah.
At least as far as what I saw in real life.
Oh, and Ions.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay.
yeah.
I thought that's in the Cobalt.
Yeah, it was blue, silver, black, red, and then the other blue. That there was only 12 of or whatever.
Although John Haddock's car Ion is blue, and
I
it
see.
looks
I
alright.
didn't. I haven't. I will say, like, I feel like every time I go online, I don't see the blue ones anymore.
You don't see them anymore, no.
Yeah, I feel like
But they
A-
were
around me. I saw.
Okay.
Most of the Ions I saw were the.
They,
electric
yeah,
blue.
they were the highest production, but you don't
Which
see
is
them
nuts.
anymore.
Like, all I see is silver, black, and red online. That's really all I see online.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a blue Ion here.
No, there's not been one. Right now, we have a silver one. We just had 2 black ones.
Have we ever had blue?
The red ones are kind of like the 2 colors on the Ion. I feel like are kind of rare. We
Yeah.
don't see them like even online.
We've had a red.
We did have a
We
red
have a
one.
red one. You're right.
Yeah, in the
silver.
last couple of years.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of bizarre.
That's like,
As far as Ion specifically goes, I think I do like silver the best.
We really
Yeah.
don't get a lot of Ions in here.
They,
Ion
they
guys,
were
come on.
more rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because you would think like literally anytime I see any post about them,
They're-
it's a different color. It's not a blue one.
Yeah.
I for some reason always see dang yellow Cobalts on the street. Like it's always
Yeah.
a yellow
I think
Cobalt.
that's why I don't like the yellow, just because they're everywhere.
Is it like base model ones too? 'Cause I feel like I do see a lot of yellow base models,
no,
especially around here.
SS cars.
Really? Okay.
And it's usually an LSJ.
Well, were
Yeah.
the 2.4 SSs like 80% yellow? Because I feel like almost all of them are.
There are a lot of base
There
models.
are a lot of yellow.
The black
NA
for,
ones.
black for the Cobalts is still by far the most colors. That's what you'll see. The black and silver were the most, but
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the 2.4 SSs were that. So I can't blame you there. Okay, we have 15 minutes. I think it's time to get what the people want. LNF versus LSJ.
LSJ.
No,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
no. So let me see. Okay,
Well,
before
it's very simple.
Just pick a metric.
Well, I'll just end it for everybody.
Here we go.
here we
If you
freaking go.
have $1,000 to spend, LNF.
Yeah.
If you have $10,000 to spend,
LSJ.
LSJ.
But they both make the same power and with most of the same budget, except when you go over that $10,000 budget. They make the same power.
Just saying, I said what I said.
No, but you're half right. So, and I will say this, just say to let everyone out there know, I like both of them. I think they're both sweet, but I have to fight Al. He's sitting right there and he's looking at me right now, and I want to fight him. So, there's this big misconception in the community, and I will stick by this until I die. People say, "Oh, you can make so much more power with LSJ." No, you spend the same amount of money, you make the same amount of power.
99.5% of people out there.
I don't think you spend the same amount of money on an LNF.
No, I'm talking about if you take both cars.
If you want to make 400 wheel, 450 wheel, an LNF will get you there faster for less money
correct.
because it's factory turbocharged. I mean,
Yes.
there's no way around that. And you can put a 7163 on an E85, and boom, there you go, you're done. But I'll give it to the LNF as well. Drivability can be better because it is a more modern engine.
Well, it's VVT and has a little more, a few more stuff.
Yeah,
but-
and when you're making 400 on an LSJ, you got to deal with big injectors and crappy idle because the PCM is so old. And
yeah,
but
the stock LSJ PCM is
yeah,
not good.
the whole power argument is for most people very silly.
It's not until you get to the crazy high upper echelon stuff, for instance, like Al's level stuff. Yes, it's easier to make power because of what Al is doing. Because Al is not typical person, but for both cars, let's say you want to make 500 for both cars. You have to do the same thing to both cars.
Exactly. The
You have to
same.
do like
a T3 kit with
you
a
have to do
257.
A T3 kit on and injectors. A T3 kit for right now on our website for an LNF. If you don't have any bolt-ons whatsoever, it's about $2,000 for the Cobalt because you have to get them. It's like $4,000.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, you can squeaky down all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But for LNF, you need like your fifth injector and your cams. But to make 500 on LSJ, most times you're gonna have cams. Not all the time. Most times you're gonna have cams.
It would
Of
be
some sort.
It makes
beneficial.
it easier.
Yeah.
Yes. Like you can get over 500 with an LSJ without cams. It is doable.
Yeah, I mean, one of the first big power cars that I did was John Haddock's car.
Yes.
And I was just telling Bo about it the other day. Like, valve covered oil pan, bone stock, made 508.
Yes.
Was it the proper way to do it? No.
But
Could have done it with a lot less stress on the engine if it had springs and a better flowing exhaust.
yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with freeing up that air.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, so here, Cody. So you said LSJ doesn't need a fifth injector, porous block, stronger turns, or stronger trans. That is wrong on like 3 out of 5 of those. That's literally wrong.
Yes,
so
it doesn't have porous block.
Yep.
The transes are all
all the transes F35s.
any
are good.
F35 sucks.
The internals are interchangeable.
The internals are
All
interchangeable.
The F35s are trash.
Yep.
Porous block.
Most times you're gonna be on a Gen 3 block with making power anyway.
I'm going to just give him some benefit of the doubt here and assume he's just talking about the Gen 2 block in general, which is
the Gen 2 block was
meh.
the worst block to make. But I know no denying that. So, but it's one of those things where, and to be on both sides of the fence at the same time. I still love my LNF, but to make big in the 500 to 600 horsepower range, it's about the same price for both of them.
I got to buy new flannels. None of mine fit anymore.
Yeah, guys, Al, by the way, I do want to give a positive. So, guys, Al, I don't know if you guys know, Al does a lot of competitive weight squatting, right? Is that the right word for it? Squatting?
Weightlifting.
Powerlifting, but
Okay.
like no one who's not a powerlifter understands what powerlifting is. So go ahead and call it whatever.
Okay,
you want.
I was trying to make it relatable.
Oh, yeah, no, that's good.
So, guys, it is crazy. And I will say, I've been going on a diet myself, and Al has been my dietitian for this. So, Al has been going up and down in weight, and it's crazy, and he is so disciplined with that stuff. So he's
look
a
at
lot smaller.
videos from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And look at Al
especially the Sonic, and me too. I was chunkier too. I had a
You were rounder.
rounder face. But you look at Al, and it's like,
About 2 years ago was I've always gone up and down, and about 2 years ago was like the the biggest mountain peak, and that had
for
to
sure.
change.
Sebastian, LE5 seemed to have fewer problems of a poor spark. So it was mainly like a LNF specific Gen 2 version. Cody.
Yeah, I wonder why.
It's just, I mean, LE5s aren't pushing it that much either.
Yeah, but even
Well, 'cause
stock
the
LNFs.
crank throws the reluctor off before you break the block.
That's fair.
Also
Cody,
true.
the 405 and 385, that's more of a trans thing that, they're both equally not good. But the 405 could marginally handle marginally more.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit. But it's not
the
like
gearing doesn't really matter when in the first place the trans was
They
poorly
all
designed.
break so much that the
It doesn't
differences
matter.
between the final drives is pretty much theoretical.
Yeah. So, it's one of the things that I guess all of us up here, we kind of just forget about the F-35. We're just all, F40, the trans ain't a problem anymore.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
F40 is the way.
F40 is the way.
the way.
So, but yeah, all I'm saying is before we go on to fight, if anything, the LMF and LSJ, to making the 5-600 range where 99% of people are, it's about the same cost, guys. It really is. Rough, not including the car, just engine-wise and modded. It's about, you got to do
And
roughly the same thing.
All of my LNF throttle hate aside, if I had a 400 to 450 wheel, like kind of daily driver car, it's silly to daily drive something like that anyway.
Yeah.
But if I did, an LNF on Opals and a fifth injector is more enjoyable than putting big old injectors in an LSJ.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's just it's just port injecting. Port injection
Yeah.
stuff has that downfall per se, but then obviously the downfall, there's a big increase. So,
Yeah.
Like
I love
to turn this into like a not serious but actually useful
For sure, yeah.
thing for you guys. The LNF versus LSJ argument really is pretty pointless until you're at like 700.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go 600 plus.
Maybe 6.
Well, 600 plus, that's where the differences start to kind of show themselves a
Right.
little better. But,
I
yeah,
really
go ahead.
just like the LSJ a lot because I'm a little old school.
You're a push
and
rod guy.
I-
We get it.
I like the fixed cam gears and I like the port injection a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, again, for all the shit I give and all the fun
Even
we
though
like to
they're
have about
both a downgrade in many ways.
but
It's
they're
just-
good for me for what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no, you're not saying the LNF or the LSJ are down for the 3800. You're saying. I'm just trying to make sure.
I mean,
They have
Can
two
we
cams.
not even go there?
I was trying to get something. That's good.
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, 3800 is top. No
Oh,
matter
listen
what.
here.
I mean,
One of the
3800
best
has an iron
engines-
block.
Best engine
true.
of its day paired with the worst transmission of its day.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Nailed it.
But go ahead, Al, with what you were saying.
Well, that's all I was just saying is like realistically, like it's a semantics argument up to like the 600 horse level.
Yeah.
The dollar you spend per horsepower is just like as you work your way up the dyno sheet number, the LSJ and LNF are just kind of back and forth
Yep.
until you get to like upper fives around 600. Then it is.
It's easier for the
easier.
LSJ. The LSJ is more tried and true technology that's been through the ages. So you can get a
Yeah.
standalone.
Yeah.
You can get
Right.
a port ejector. Like there's not as much intricate stuff. It doesn't rely on fuel pressure.
Yeah.
All
Now
this-
all the stuff exists to do that same thing with
Just
an
way more
LNF.
expensive.
It's just way more expensive.
Like Motec. There is a Motec $6,000 standalone that
Yeah, all
LSJ
said and done, right around there.
Yeah. So it's super expensive, but
The LNF does have a ball or stock fuel pump.
it does. It's really good.
LSJs isn't bad either.
And
Yeah.
Cybex just recently released a standalone GDI driver.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
So it's a separate module that will control the pump solenoid and the high pressure injectors, and you just have to feed it like cam and crank position signals and just a normal injector trigger wire. So you could
That's pretty
take
good.
that that unit with my fuel tech and run an LNF on it.
That's pretty
yes,
good.
it's still an additional cost, but it's a huge jump from when Motec was pretty much the only one that could handle that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Motec is doing all the GTR stuff and all that stuff too.
Does Link have a DI one now?
I haven't
feel like
checked
it
in
was
on Link
there
recently.
was someone else recently who came out with a DI injection
Really?
standalone.
Interesting.
You'd have to look it up.
Arcade Shadow said, I might get a new flannel if you make a ZZP flannel. Funny story is, we are.
Yeah, we're
So
working on
there is a
those.
ZZP flannel coming out. So keep your eyes on them.
LNFs definitely get better gas mileage.
Yeah.
VVT
They
up.
do love to get better
Yeah.
gas mounted. Bill Kish is still
and
here.
Not a blower.
He says push rods ain't a problem. That's right, Bill. If it ain't got push rods, it ain't a hot rod.
See, that's just saying.
I will say I have been very impressed with the blue car the last 2 years. On E85, it averages 19 miles a gallon.
That's not bad.
That's
Dude,
not bad.
That's really not bad.
I have said, and I still hold true, that if I had a daily driver LSJ, it absolutely would stay on the blower.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But they get so much better mileage when you turbo swap
Oh,
them.
yeah. Well,
Even
our
with
car
the
never
bypass
got good
valve.
gas mileage because I beat the ever-loving crap out of it
Yeah, like
every day.
14.
Like 14.
Yeah, like
But if you got on the highway and actually cruised for a while, it
Yeah.
would get
Tell
on
Tiff popped
E
out.
like 20. Well,
So
yeah.
on E85, because I believe it or not, some of you might find this very hard to believe. I was very much anti-turbo when I first got into the LSJ.
when I first met Al was an anti-turbo guy.
I was never gonna do
Oh
it.
man,
Ever.
he was like some of you guys out there. I like the blower because it's unique. I love the wine. I love the wine.
Torque.
Yeah.
I was. I mean, and then I
It's
saw
the
the
torque.
light. Anyway, I at the time, brain went blank. Oh yeah, gas mileage.
Yeah.
I had like an hour drive to work that was most like
Highway, right?
like 10 minutes to get to the highway, drive an hour on the highway, and then 10 minutes to work. So I had a huge chunk of very consistent gas mileage comparison. And I actually did some testing on it because, man, I'm no Steve Hickman, but it was fun. And M62, E85, driving like a grandma, it'd get like high teens if I was lucky.
high teens.
Like 17, 18.
Why? You're not even in it. Like if you're like cruise control, the grandma and staying out of boost, it still got that bad.
Yeah.
Holy macaroni and cheese.
And then
The key is small pulley or big pulley.
yeah,
I guess.
big pulley would help. But then, and I did change transmission, so that's a factor also. But with the F40 and turbo swapped, I could get 26, 27 on that same
Yeah, that's a
highway.
big jump.
Yeah, the tranny ruins all the comparisons, though.
It
Yes,
throws it
they
off a
yeah,
little bit.
you do have a 6th gear at that point. So, oh biggity boy. That's
Yes,
it.
M62 plus nitrous is.
Oh,
way.
yeah.
Stop! No,
Yes.
I was hoping you wouldn't
Yes.
see anything. No, let's not talk about nitrous.
Can we please?
No, nobody likes
You
nitrous.
bought your kit yet?
No, he's not gonna buy it.
Yes, he is.
Tyler, don't.
Why
no,
would I not?
Because there's no reason to.
There's so many reasons to.
Don't nitrous the car.
You don't.
Don't shake your head, Bo.
You don't get it, man.
I
You
really
ain't been there. You ain't felt it.
I'll buy a nitrous kit with you. I need
I'm gonna,
GXP.
I want 2 red buttons on my new click-clack steering wheel so I can go. Wah!
Yes.
One doesn't even do anything, but
Yep.
I want to.
I want to grab both,
Wire him in series, so he has to hit both.
or have a 35 shot and then a 70 shot.
I like that idea better.
So why? It's 2 separate shots.
So you're like, I just
Yes, yes,
I just
yes.
need a little bit, so you give it the 35 and then.
And you need to stagger them so you can have like a 35, 50, and an 85.
Yes. I like this.
What is this?
This is happening. That's
No.
what this is.
Don't. You are gonna, dude. You have a 4T65. You shouldn't be thinking about nitrous.
I know.
Well, yeah, I got
It'll just get him to the F40 swap faster.
That's
Well,
true.
you said on the GXP, so that's on the daily.
Oh.
So.
GXP needs some nitrous.
Yeah. So
Well,
he's-
it's slow, so yes.
it is slow.
Like all of Steve Hickman's transmissions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
The old quick
blowers and
disconnect
nitrous.
drivetrain.
Holy cow. this is
quick disconnect drive.
The problem is you don't get to
Problem's
choose
getting
when.
it out of the car.
The fact is, it's just a roulette. It doesn't what it wants. Oh my god.
M62 on a 100 shot.
Don't do it.
Ooh.
Don't do it.
Yes, big pulley is better mileage.
Yes. We have 40 help with gas mileage. Yeah, you got extra gear, dog. Got that 6th.
You got 3 overdrives.
The Regal
Yeah, you
F40 has 3 overdrives. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. Saab at 40 only has 1. Saab at
What?
40 for the win. Yeah, it's
2.
just 2. Sorry.
Yeah.
The fifth.
I was like, 5th is not overdrive on
yeah,
that?
the 5th.
Wish it wasn't.
That would be nice.
I've taken in the 5th FIF before.
FIF.
I've taken in the 5th before.
Pro tip: any F35 guys never slam 5th.
No, don't do that. I did it. Actually, in the race for my
Well-
GTR, I slammed fifth.
To be fair, why are you going that fast in your car that probably needs ball joints and brakes?
Ooh,
It needs ball joints
There's no
and cab
probably.
bushings and tie rod ends.
It's like 150, right? Like the fifth row is like 150.
It's like high 140s, 150s. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to be going that
He just
fast.
called out all of us. We all have bonus. Go back.
Bluetooth input shafts.
They'd probably be more reliable. You have one?
Oh my good baby Jesus. All right, kids, we're having fun and talking stuff right now. So
We're 502.
We're
All right,
502.
before we do it, who
Yeah.
wins?
Cobalt, duh. Cobalt won everything.
You know, we were having a good time.
Yeah, no, this is no. We
grabbed something. He's ready to throw it.
no. We moved on from LSJ for the LNF talk. That was a good talk. We're back to Iron and Cobalt. Cobalt wins. Sorry.
Exterior,
Cobalt
Cobalt
wins.
Ion.
Interior, Cobalt won. Interior, Cobalt won.
Drivetrain, Cobalt one. All
We
right.
just
Drivetrain
need to
Cobalt.
mash it up and
Nope.
get a Cobalt with a suicide door and better rear seats.
Tyler, are you familiar with the concept of a chest pigeon?
No.
Oh God, no! Don't you dare!
Ryan is being a chest pigeon right now.
What is
Oh,
If you
that.
ever play chess with a pigeon, no matter how good you are,
Oh,
it's
shit, the
going to
pig-
knock over the pieces, shit on the board, and walk around like it won.
Oh yeah. That's exactly. But guess what? All that matters is that pigeon won. That pigeon won. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, boy.
All right, we're gonna call it a tie then.
No, there's
Tie.
no tie.
It's a tie.
It's
What
a
are you
tie.
talking
It's a
about?
tie.
Ion is
Wait.
probably.
Another thing for the Ion. Better trunk opening.
That's true.
The
Cobalts
Cobalt's
have a
trunk-
large trunk with a very small
The trunk
hole.
opening is
Oh,
tiny.
the physical.
The physical, what you can fit in there.
I'm thinking like the button for it.
Oh, no.
No, so you're talking about the physical trunk. Okay,
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah. Fine.
So trunk holes.
It has a bigger trunk hole.
These
It
guys.
does.
I can't with these
The
guys.
Ion has a smaller trunk with a bigger hole.
Yeah.
The
And the Cobalt has a bigger trunk with a smaller hole.
Mo, what are you doing this weekend? We got to go now. They say the Al's going too far now.
Doing
I
nothing.
just saying,
actually.
I understand why Ryan likes the Cobalt.
I'm just laying low. I'm gonna work on getting
Gotta stretch it out.
the garage prep to put the cars away. I always am this, like there's some prize of waiting to the last minute, and then I get screwed because I'm like, well, it needs a wash, but the roads are salted,
Yep.
so I'm just gonna put it away dirty, and then
Yep.
so I'm just gonna actually get ahead of the game this year and work on putting the cars away this weekend.
Fantastic. So are you guys going to start the F40 swap on the Regal?
No,
Wow.
the Regal will be
He
easily.
needs to blow it up first.
The Regal will be easily accessible if I need to get it out for some fun, but the GXP will probably be
GXP. Well, what are you driving what is your other winter car?
The Ford.
Oh yeah.
Ford, Jeep, and HHR.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you had a Jeep.
Yeah,
me
I
too.
did, yeah.
Me too.
All right, Tyler, what are you doing this weekend, dude?
Blue car is
Racing!
racing. We are finally
Yeah.
hitting the track.
The last weekend of the year, he got it ready.
Yep.
He did it. That was the goal.
Oh, yeah.
I stalled all year.
I don't. Oh my God, that side of the table was stalling in last minute.
You did-
guys.
you
this
did
is why you're
stall
father and
hard.
son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, drivetrain was in May.
Yes,
It was.
it was
It
literally in
needed
a
to just be plugged in, and it took you till now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
done.
It's done now.
No shakedown.
I've-
No scanning.
No.
Just-
Well, I didn't change anything. It's the same exact.
He only
fuel system.
changed everything. He didn't
He
change
literally
anything, though.
changed everything.
All
But
it
he
changed was
didn't
the body.
actually change anything.
All it changed was the body.
Yeah.
All
Nice.
lateral moves.
Yeah. Just.
He
But yeah,
just
we're
took
going-
it all completely apart and put it back together. That's it.
I've been watching my fuel
Nothing
trims
could
though,
go
like
wrong.
5% across the board within. It's great. But yeah, going to Grattan. I got some fresh RE71Rs.
Oh, you're going to Grattan?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Grattan way.
I wish I could come.
But yeah, we'll shake her down.
I do,
everyone
like-
else will get sick and I can go.
I am hoping for I do hope after the drag Sonic is done and stick. I want to see you. I think you would have fun just trying it once. I think.
Oh,
it'd be good.
definitely plan on it. I'm
Yeah,
just
I know
not
you
in a
will.
rush.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. But
We need to go 9s first.
yeah. Whoa, what?
What?
Jesus.
Dude, with some of the brainstorms we've been having lately,
Definitely.
Well, Knights added a 120 horsepower, so I mean, we'll just throw more Knights at it. It'll be fine. What are you
Yeah,
doing this
probably
weekend?
will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing this weekend?
well, my parents were going to come up, but then my whole house had the sniffles and I've somehow been just like barely skirting by. So they're not coming up now. So I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, we're gonna find
I know
out.
we're gonna go to the Zoo Goes Boo tomorrow.
Oh, that's actually pretty.
John Ball Zoo?
Yeah.
I still all these years I've never been there.
It's a good little zoo.
So for my weekend, Isaiah's not here. So Isaiah, his grandmother, and
Go anyway and take his candy.
Yeah, I would love to. I take the kids candy all the time.
The zoo
anyway.
goes boo. I get it now.
Yep.
It's Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair.
but so yeah, I'm not gonna do a whole lot. I'm gonna kind of recover, clean up the house a little bit, organize. Bought a fence.
Oh yeah.
Bought a fence. $8,000 fence.
Yeah, I just bought a roof.
Adulting, man.
Yeah.
$11,000.
Woo.
Stupid.
Yeah,
You know what I could buy for $11,000?
a lot of cars.
Like
Buy like
6.5
11
Cobalts.
LSJs.
No kidding.
Honey, hear me out. Honey, hear me out.
We can park them
Stack
on the
Cobalts
roof,
on the roof.
and then the rain will just run off them. I'll ceramic coat them. It'll be great.
No. Your major flaw with that is that that at this point all the sunroof
I was
drains
just gonna make sure the
so your car's gonna be filled with water. So that's your major flaw with
I'll
that.
have to find all non-sunroof cars.
Yes.
You just run the
Good
sunroof
luck.
drains into Ernie's water dish.
There we go. We love it.
That one is gross. So yeah, I'll be doing that. Hopefully Dungeons and Dragons Saturday. I need
There
it
you
for my
go.
weekly Husa. Then yeah, I was gonna keep trying to drive the Cobalt for a little bit, but I think it's kind of start time to put
It's
that
looking
thing in.
dicey.
Next week's looking okay though, like 50s, 60s.
60-day maybe, because that thing is already a handful. I don't need. Yeah, I gotta get back from
We
line to
need
end.
to give you a low boost profile.
No, you don't.
You don't have to run it all the time.
No, you don't.
You just need a button. A button
that-
makes everything better.
You know, that's called my foot. I just don't get it. Don't punch it when I don't need to. It's
not how it
easier.
works.
It's easier to stay out of boost and just drive normal than to make a low boost profile. It's less work.
I love running low boost stuff for like one day, and I'm like, oh, this is cute. This would be really reliable. Let's
Turn it
back
up.
You're the same way, so don't act like I'm alone here.
I know. I was laughing because there's like last thing, then we'll go.
Yeah.
I have a scramble boost button on my steering wheel.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I have never not pushed it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you? Ow! You might as well
It
just.
adds 5 pounds. And every time I like go out and make a pass, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll add 5 and then not hit the
It's
button
scramble
next time. And then I
You
go.
still just hit 5
and
again.
and I shift, and it's like,
And it's not.
no, it ain't spinning.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're running on a stock PCM. You have a standalone that has boost by gear, so it's not even like, oh well, I can't have all the boost in first and second. They just won't put it on a switch. It's like, oh, just ramp it in. But he's just
Yeet.
Johnny
Yeah,
Tran.
That's what I'm
all
saying.
the way.
You might as well not even put it in there. Just run the boost higher. You would have.
But the button makes it so much more satisfying.
That's the thing. No matter where I set the boost, I'm
Go ahead,
going.
that's what I'm saying. You take the button out, just make the boost higher. Because you're like, all right, I'm running 60 pounds.
If
this
you
turbo.
had ever really experienced nitrous, you would know the importance of the button.
Oh my God, I've seen Fast and Furious.
But you haven't felt it.
I'm gonna go home and watch that because I have a house to myself tonight. It's gonna be me, chemistry, and that ugly dog Jocko. I'm sorry, guys. I don't like pugs. They're flat faced and they're defective from the factory. But yeah. So yeah, we might watch Fast and Furious or some of the other stuff. But anyway, so I'm gonna do that. I might put the Cobalt up, still drive the ATS for a while. But we gotta start winterizing cars around here pretty soon. Probably.
Yeah, I'm waiting until probably.
Don't
I
do it.
normally
Don't,
wait till November 1st.
don't wait till snow
Yeah.
falls because that's when they get busy.
No, because we always get the first fake snowfall, and then we have 2 good weeks, and then it's real
Yeah,
winter.
but every time the first fake snow falls, everyone around here, they lose their minds. They put their snow tires on. That's why Bell gets super busy and all their tire shops get super busy.
Yep.
So we got to do it. We got to get ahead of that this year.
All right. It's 5:10, boys.
All right, boys.
I need to do a crank relearn
All right,
on the
buddy.
Cobalt again.
All right, guys.
I gotta do
I want
a
everyone
throw
to have a
chain.
fantastic weekend.
I don't.
This is episode 88. We'll see you next week for episode 89. And remember, be safe and go fast, not broke.
Ryan lost.
Ryan won.